Yeah, man. It's the one and only DJ Chase. You know the vibes, man. We here at WDJC DB DJ Chase Radio, man. The pregame part of this podcast right here on the DJ Chase Radio mobile app, DJChaseRadio.com, YouTube DJ Chase, Spotify DJ Chase. Look me up, man. I'm on it. The pregame part of this podcast. This episode today is brought to you by College Radio Directed Me, man. Use the promo code DJ Chase and Groover, the hottest platform that allows you to get you in touch with players, curators, music reviewers, and real people like myself. You get connections on Groover, so link up with Groover. And with that being said, man, today we got the fire Jersey City artist, my guy King Fatai. He's all right. So I'm gonna give him a proper introduction. He's more than an artist. He's more than a rapper. He's an author. He's a poet. He's just a good man. You know what I'm saying? My guy King Fatai, 2025 was
Appreciate
popping.
you. What's good? What's good? Appreciate you for the great introduction, my brother. I appreciate that.
Nah, for sure, man, for sure, man. First and foremost, black man, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling blessed, my brother. I'm feeling truly blessed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It's been a journey, just
yeah,
to get to where I'm at, and God has
yeah,
blessed me,
yeah,
and just learning how to stay consistent,
yeah,
disciplined, and faithful. So I'm
yeah.
blessed, brother. How about you?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Just sitting here living life, man. I can't complain.
Yes,
Like I always say, like, somebody else got it worse than you. So whatever you going through, somebody got worse than you.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
For sure, man. So with that being said, I want to get into your background a little bit. Like everybody has a story, everybody has a journey. And with that being said, so you grew up. You're originally from Jersey City, correct?
Right. Yeah.
Perfect. And how was it growing up in Jersey City for you?
But for me, growing up in Jersey City, it was a good experience because I played basketball. Like
Mm,
before I got into basketball, it's tough out there in Jersey City because
mm,
it wasn't like how it is today, where you could go on different blocks. When I grew up, it was different. We couldn't go on
yeah.
certain blocks. We had to stay in certain areas, and me, I found my passion by when I moved to a certain area, and I
Mm,
remember I would have those issues with run-ins, but then I found that passion of basketball. So I
mm,
think that's where my first passion started. That's my first love.
mm,
I'm not gonna come out and just lie and say that this rapping or just becoming an artist was an easy journey because it started off with my first passion was basketball, but I feel like my purpose was music. So I
mm,
had the passion for basketball. That's what I grew up. I had the dreams. And then when God gave me my purpose of music, I feel I had to work for this. I had to learn the ins and outs of
mm,
just the artistry, just the business,
mm,
just to treat yourself like a business and just
mm.
being consistent with
Yeah,
perfecting my craft. So
yeah.
Jersey was great, but it was great because I had a passion. I had basketball that kept me
Mm,
away, from any bad influences or any drama. I was always practicing. I was always at the Boys and Girls Club
mm,
playing consistently. So
mm. Yeah,
it,
for
it
sure,
was
for sure. That's dope. What position? What
good.
position you played?
To be honest, when I first started out, bro, I played all five positions,
They probably
man.
had you at center for some reason. They
Yo,
probably had
but
you at the
yeah, but I
center,
was
right?
always that's funny. I was always the
Yeah.
center because I was the tallest guy on the team.
Mm,
But I remember it vividly when I would play in the Boys and Girls Club, and my coaches they would also let me bring the ball up because I was a tall guy. I was a center, but I also could dribble, so I could
yeah,
break down my defenders. So I was the
yeah.
guy that can bring the ball down, but I'm also the guy that's guarding 6, 7 dudes, and how because hey you know how it is.
Yeah,
We
they
playing
gonna throw
against
you
the best.
on. Yeah, they
We
gonna
playing
throw
against
you
the
on them.
best of the
Yeah,
best.
yeah,
Facts. So I would say I
yeah.
played the 1 through the 5, but I think my real position is the forward, the
Mm,
three or the two. I
yeah,
would definitely
yeah.
that's my true position.
True position. Got you. Now, with that being said, right now, how is Jersey City different? Right now, Jersey is a big place, but it's a small place at the same time, right? And I love
Right.
Jersey. Jersey's my home. I miss DJing in Jersey. With that being said, how is Jersey City different from like Newark, from the Oranges, from Clifton, from Union? What makes Jersey City special?
I think Jersey is different because it's for me it's perspective. I think that every city has their own individual way of
Mm,
doing things, and I think North is, because I was in North as well. I think North is more of the brick city. It has like that gritty type of feel. Jersey City, but
mm,
I can't really say that like Newark and Jersey City is much different. Some people may say it's different, so don't disrespect me for anybody hearing this, seeing this interview, but I
yeah,
just think that we all just have our own perspectives of how we do things. Like, but
yeah,
I feel like Jersey, a lot of people have that passion, that hunger. So we
yeah,
we come from that. that way you have to be focused. You have to be on your grind. You have to, so you learn a certain way. So I would say it's different from different perspectives. Like everybody can give you a different perspective, but me for Jersey is, I think Jersey just it's just a mindset that you have,
Mm,
and everybody has different mindsets in different cities. Like New York have a different mindset, Jersey City have a different mindset. People in Elizabeth might have a different mindset,
mm.
but I really can't give you the full. I give you from my perspective. I can't give you the full gist of why
Yeah,
each city is really different because I don't
yeah,
see it as being much different.
yeah, yeah,
You know, like it's kind of
yeah,
like it's not like excuse me, it's not kind of a lot like Manhattan, the Bronx, Brooklyn, because I was in Jersey a lot, but also as I got
yeah.
older, I was in New York more. So people
Mm,
think I'm from New York because I was in New York a lot. So
yeah.
Manhattan, the Bronx, Brooklyn, they I could definitely
We
they're
different. We all
different.
different. We different.
They're
We're different.
very
Yeah, we
different.
different. We're
Like
different.
big, from
Yeah, yeah,
Cameron to
yeah.
you
We
got those
different.
different artists.
Yeah.
But Jersey City, I can't. It's not like how Brooklyn is big Jay Z and then Cameron Mason.
We
It's
more
not the
smooth. Yeah, Harlem. I'm a Harlem boy, so we smooth.
yeah,
We smooth
Harlem,
with it.
like
Yeah, we
Harlem Money,
smooth. Yeah,
Rich
money.
Porter, you feel
Yeah,
me?
we
So
smooth. Yeah, super smooth.
it's a different, it's funny. I got a
Yeah,
song called Money Mitch, but we'll get into
we'll
that.
get into
Word.
that.
But
For sure. For
that's my
sure.
perspective, bro.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And with that being said, as well too, like what made the transition from basketball to being an artist to being a author to being a poet? When did that transition happen?
That transition, I would say, it happened like when I was growing up and I played sports. I was so heavy into it with through seventh grade, through high school, just playing AAU.
Mm,
And I went through a circumstance that kind of just shifted things for me. That's something that we'll get into as we have more interviews. I'll get a little bit more deep into that. But I went
no
through
problem.
a circumstance that kind of shifted, and I had to kind of take a for
Mm,
lack of better words, a hiatus from basketball.
mm,
And then I ended up once I went through that situation, the passion for it kind of I lost the passion for it because I went through such a traumatic experience. So
mm,
I got into music. I mean, I got into the poetry at first
mm,
as a way to just express what I was going through. I didn't know
mm,
that experience how traumatic it was until I started to,
mm,
go to God and go to that therapy and just be able
mm,
to get through those experiences of being
mm,
depressed and having those moments where you feel like you're less or you don't have a place in the world because of an experience. And
mm,
once I went to college, I feel like that's when I found my passion for poetry. Is when I went to Penn State and I started writing. I
mm,
started expressing that, and that's when I kind of music just kind of came to me. And I feel like it was God that brought it to me, for us with just learning
mm,
how to write, learning how to be a poet. And that's before I even was an artist. That was just when I was just writing poems, and I was
mm,
passing it to my English teacher and just letting her read the poems, and she would
mm,
just tell me, "Oh, you're a great writer." Even some of my essays. So I
mm,
feel like the transition happened once I made my way to college. That's when I really got into the poetry and
mm.
also just the idea of music.
Yeah.
But I always loved music though. But
Mm, mm. Got you, got you. And with that being said, too, you have a Nigerian background. Did you have as they say, the strict Nigerian parents that want you to be a doctor?
now, to be honest with you, my father's Nigerian.
Yeah,
My mother's American. So my father he
yeah.
passed away when I was young.
Okay.
So I didn't fully get the full experience of
Yeah,
being able to be around him as much.
yeah.
And then my mother, she dealt with things like
Mm.
addiction. So I grew up around my aunts, my grandparents. So honestly, I didn't fully have the
Yeah,
traditional Nigerian background, but I met
yeah.
a lot of my aunts and my uncles, and now we're in touch, and
Uh,
they just give me this the idea of just staying close to God. That's the one thing that they're big on is
mm,
staying close to God
mm,
and just staying true to who you are. And I just think they
yeah.
understand who I am and they know the man I am at this point. So
For sure, for sure, for sure. Respect to that. And
yeah.
who inspired you to coming up? Like, like I said, you went to sports, you went through traumatic experience. Was there like a specific person that inspired you? Like, it could be an artist, it could be anybody. Who inspired you coming up?
If I'm being truly honest, I'll tell you on this journey when I
Yeah,
was coming up, I I always would listen to music, even when I was doing my warm ups. And my who inspired me was
yeah.
Pac, Nas, those guys, Rakim, those were the guys that inspired me. DMX, those were the guys who I would listen to heavily. DMX, Pac. I feel like that's where I got the sense of being a poet from. It's just
Mm,
from listening to Pac so heavy, listening to Nas so heavy, listening to DMX so heavy, and
Yeah.
Rakim. These are the guys that inspired me on this journey. Of course, I had just other people like Malcolm X that I would read about, and other people like Langston Hughes, which is another one of my favorite poets. But as far as in the music sense, definitely Nas, DMX, um, Pac for sure,
Mm.
Rakim, and
Nice.
I used to listen to Bone Thugs and Harmony as well. Those are my
Yeah, I'm a
guys.
Bone Thug. I'm a Bone Thugs kid. Like I'm a
I
huge
was
Bone
heavy,
Thugs
bro.
fan. Yeah, I'm a huge
Word.
Bone Thugs fan. For sure, for sure. And with that being said, too, now Jersey is known for all the greats. Like Jersey to me is second to Queens as far as like great rappers. Like Queens, Brooklyn, Jersey is definitely up there.
Hmm.
Like you had Redman, you got the Fugees, you got Queen Latifah, you
Word.
got Rock. What you call it? Naughty by Nature, Tretch. You got who else? Everybody. Laws of the Underground. You got everybody from Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like a real spitters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With that being said, and the reason I asked that is because Jersey City got the new sound, the Jersey club sound now, which is popping. Everybody stole the Jersey club sound. So, with
Hmm.
that being said, how do you like the shift? On a positive note, how do you like the shift that the light is being spread on Jersey more for something other than just hip hop?
I love it. I love it. I love any way we could get our exposure and get the love. I appreciate that because I feel like
Mm,
music is all about evolution. And to go back to what you said, like even Redman, that's one of my guys as well who inspired me. Like Red, I'm
yeah.
big. I'm listening to Red Muddy Waters, heavy on
Yeah,
that
you
on
heard
that
the new
style.
album? You heard the new album?
No, I actually didn't. Now
It's
that you tell me, I'm gonna
fire,
check it
bro.
out. I'm
Fire,
gonna listen to
fire,
it because
fire, fire.
Red is definitely he's a
Yeah,
dope guy, authentic guy. But I'm gonna definitely
yeah,
check it out after the interview. But
yeah.
I love it, man. I love the fact that we can get that exposure because I think music and just life is all about evolution, all about evolving. So the more we evolve, I feel like we get that exposure, you get that love. So I
Mm,
love it, the fact that everybody is appreciating Jersey and we're getting
yeah.
that recognition that we deserve.
Yeah, yeah. Every big record for the last maybe 3 years was a Jersey Club record. Every one, every
Word,
single one.
word.
So, I respect and I love to see that because, like I said, I've been coming to Jersey for a little while, and I just was like, yo, Jersey's doing it right now. And
Right, right.
and with that being said, now you told my girl V Henny I've DJed for you once or twice. You know what I'm saying? And with that being
Hmm.
said, do you like the stage better or do you like the studio better?
I love the stage better, to be honest. The
Yeah,
studio, I go to the studio just to enjoy the atmosphere of being able to express what I'm able to express.
yeah,
But the stage I think that the stage is my safe haven because when I get on
mm,
the stage, I feel like I'm able to get a people myself unapologetically to give my true self because there's some people out there that may need what I'm expressing. It's like that's why I feel like Pac, Nas, X, mainly X is like
mm,
that's why I love these guys is because when X got on the stage, you felt his presence. You felt
mm,
everything that he was going to give to you. He fought the same way, and it
mm.
didn't matter whether they was being vulnerable or whether they was being, or whether they was crying on stage or give you something that will make you cry. It's
Yeah.
it's all about authenticity, and these what these guys taught me is just to
Mm.
always be me and always be authentic. So I love the stages. I feel like I inspire people when I'm on the stage. I feel like I gain a lot of fans because people that love your music, but they want to see how that music is expressed fully.
Mhm.
So I think when I'm on the stage, I feel like I can express that music and give the people something to truly feel. So
Mm.
I love performance. I love performing. That's why I was asking you, like,
Yeah.
if out there, if you have any, I know you ain't really, but if you have any opportunities that pop
You
up,
know what it is? I don't know. No, no. I'm not gonna lie. You know what it is, and I said this on the last interview. I'm not gonna lose my shit. Like I'm not gonna lose it. But artists be, bro. I don't know what's going on in the water. I don't know what's going on with social. I don't know if it's like the brain waves of social media. I don't know what's
right,
going on, but the artists are so fucking lazy and ungrateful, bro. So I
right.
just don't be trying to deal with not you. You've been a godsend, bro. Like you very professional, and I respect it. But I'm like I
Appreciate
said,
it.
I'm not gonna do this on this interview. But long story
Word.
short, the artists are fucking dickheads, and I just been kind of like staying
I
away from the artists
understand.
a little bit,
I,
So
I understand, brother. I've been there. It's
yeah,
funny. Not the transition, but just
yeah,
just to kind of comment on what you're saying. I understand what you're saying fully because, excuse me, I've been as I go on this journey and as I get closer to
yeah,
God, and I get closer to mastering who I am as a person,
Yeah.
you start to see things like that's why my song Eyes Wide Open is so
Yeah.
real to me because
Yeah.
when you start to see things, it's like nothing gets away from you. Like
Yeah.
when that chakra, them chakras is open. So I
Yeah.
understand because I've been dealing with that
Mm.
sense of entitlement from people and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
losing people left and right because of how they
Uh,
move. And I'm not moving that way. I'm moving on
yeah.
business.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
man.
understand, brother.
It's
I
bad, man.
understand.
And it's like, you try to, like I said, I'm not gonna go into my soapbox, but basically like everybody wants to compete and I'm like, bro, you don't even know who you're talking to. Like, why are you
Right.
trying to I'm trying to help you. I don't want to compete with you. I'm
Exactly.
trying to help you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But
Yeah.
we gonna work on something. We gonna work on something.
Now we going to. I got you.
But with that being said, too, now I want to get into some music. I want to talk about your sound a little bit. Like your sound is like, you know what I'm gonna say this. A lot of artists do send me music, and you have one of the best mix and master quality sounds. Like from an independent artist, and I'm an engineer and producer, so I'm giving you super kudos, bro. Like your sound is
Appreciate you, brother.
super duper clean. Your mixes are super clean, bro. Like, do you take pride in your sound?
Of course. Once again, just like as me taking pride on the stage, I take pride in everything I do because, like I said, I told you the artist who inspired me when I started, and they still my favorite artists. But
Yeah.
as I elevated on this journey, now I'm inspired by brothers like who are my favorite artists like Sky Zoo, Kendrick
Mm.
Lamar, J. Cole,
Yeah.
Joey Badass,
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle,
Yeah.
Kiss, Fab. So those are the artists that I relate to and not to try to emulate, but I get the game from them and I learn. So
Mm.
I take so much pride in my sound because this is for me, this is what I love. And not just that, it's something that I appreciate. I don't take for granted. So when it comes
Mm.
to music, everything has to come from the heart. Everything has to be done, the right way. Everything has to be done in a specific way. Just like learning game from Jay
Mm.
is I gotta move on my own time.
Mm.
So even if it takes and I move on God time, it's not even on
Mm.
my time.
Respect.
It's on God time because
Yeah.
even if it takes that time and I know that once I put it out, it will be appreciated. And it's about the business first for me. It's not about just
Mm.
putting out. I had to understand everything from the business
Yes, sir.
to my publishing to masters to
Yeah.
everything. I had to learn that myself.
Yeah.
So my bro who helps me on the journey, he mix and master my stuff, and he's not even a full engineer. So now that I know, man, you're
He
gonna
doing
build
a
on
good
that as
job. He
well.
doing a good
But he's doing a
job. You don't
phenomenal
you
job.
listen. You don't you if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's how I look at that
Word,
situation.
doing a
Like, yeah, even
phenomenal
even the
job.
beats is clean, like the beats, and we want to talk about that too. Now, I do want to say
Word,
something. Now, you mentioned God in this interview right now. With that being said, man, like
right.
the music is very positive. It's very conscious, is very aware. Like, do you feel like you have to conform to the negativity? Like, just I need a club record that just like bitches and hoes and strippers and da da da. Do you feel like you ever feel pressure to like do that to just speed up as I say, speed up the process? I guess.
Nah, I don't feel no pressure to do that because
Yeah.
it's all about me being me. I feel like in the right time and everything is gonna happen. Now, yeah, I can make music that could make you bop your head like to live without you. It's a Jersey club. Then I got the Money Mitch, which is a Jersey club.
Mm.
But I'm not gonna change my message. I know how to talk about the fun stuff without being vulgar, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
My point is this.
I'm not really looking to rush the process of or change who I am because this is just who I am. I can't be anything else. And I feel like if I did, I feel like as you as a brother who appreciate what I do, I feel like if I did conform,
Mm.
I don't feel like it would work well for me. I know what
Mm.
works for me and I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses and I've never been a person to be able to be not authentic or to
Mm.
not be genuine. So I don't know
Mm.
how to be anything other than being genuine. So
Mm.
if I try to conform to what they tell me or what people feel like, oh, it's gonna help speed up the process, it's not gonna look well on me. It ain't gonna fit me. It won't be tailored to who I am as a
Mm.
person. So
Mm.
I learned to just be patient and just do what I do. And I know for sure that I can make the commercial stuff, and I'm getting to that journey. That's why the elevation and perfecting the craft is important. But I'm always going to do it from a genuine place and from the heart.
Yes,
you
sir.
know.
Yeah, respect to that, man. I appreciate that answer. And with that
Thank
being
you.
said, yeah, and then how is important now? I want to ask you to like my show is dedicated to education. Like, like you say, you touched on it perfectly. You talked on that this is the music business. It's not the music friendship, it's the music business. And with that being
Right.
said, how important is it to work and build with DJs and producers outside of your city, like DJs and networking with people like me, outside of your city?
I think it's so important. I think it's the most important thing. I think connection is very important, and network is important. Like my man ET say, network is net worth.
Mm.
So I feel like it's so important. That's why when you reached back out to me, I was excited because I remember
Yeah.
we spoke briefly, but we didn't really get to build. And I feel like
Yeah, I'll be so
we both
busy, bro. My fault.
yeah, and no, it's cool. Like we
Yeah, I be
both was
working. I be
busy.
working.
We
Yeah,
both was in our journeys,
yeah.
but you see how sweet it is.
And
God
so
always
came back,
brings things,
pay back.
you
Yeah,
know, full circle. And now we both on a different type of
yeah,
elevation. We both.
yeah,
I feel like the time that it took for me to be able to build back with you was the
yeah,
time of me perfecting my craft, perfecting my business, and
yeah.
now we locked in because we're ready. So
Yes, sir.
for me, it's very important because I want to connect with every DJ because the DJs are the ones who can break that record, who can get it out to the people,
Hmm.
who can make sure that the people listen to it and the people feel it. And it ain't so much as about it happen to be you know a person just expecting a DJ to do something for me or
Yeah.
just I don't want to say quid pro quo. I'm just mean like I want to connect with them. I want to build with them, and we can
Mm-hmm.
build together and we can elevate together. It's not so much as what you could do for me. That's the
Mm-hmm.
one thing I don't go into any speaking of DJs or any networking. I want it to be a relationship we can connect on and build on.
I
So
appreciate
it's
that.
very
Respect.
important, brother.
Yeah, because you people out here,
Word.
these artists be hitting me up. Yo, I'm like, bro, do not come to me with your foolishness. I'm not dealing with it. Like, yeah, I'll be like, nah, get out of
Word.
here with that. Like, don't even try it. And with that being said, I want to ask you this too. You had a big sync placement with your record to bounce back. With the
Oh yeah, yeah.
NBA, the NBA, for sure, man. How did that like? How was that situation for you? How was that like? Were you like excited about it?
Oh yeah. I was definitely excited about it because it's a victory to celebrate,
Yeah.
and it was one of those things where it was so amazing. And to go a step further, we missed the bounce back for 2K. I think I forgot what year it was, but my producer we was supposed to get the contract in at a certain time, and we
Ah,
just missed the deadline.
damn.
But once again, I feel like as it was something still to celebrate for me because
Yeah.
I know that I'm on the right path, and as I continue,
Yeah.
it only gets bigger. So I'm like every victory that I receive, I celebrate it, big or small, because
Mm.
like my man Larry June, one of my other favorite artists,
Yeah.
small
Like
numbers
him.
add up. That's one of
Yeah.
my
Real
guys.
talk.
Small
Real
numbers add
talk.
up, bro. You know.
Real
So
talk. Yeah,
it was a
especially we
blessing, bro.
independent. We independent. Them little
Right.
streams. So I add up that $50 turns to 100 to two
Word.
hundred. So that them streams add up. People be like, "Oh,
It's a
stream it." I'm like,
blessing.
it add up. You feel me?
Word. And to tell
Yeah,
you, this
yeah.
not to cut you off, but
Thank you.
also just I look at it like this, right? Like what you're building, right? You're building it from the ground up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And what I'm building, we building it from the ground up. This is genuine grind. We water in the plant, right?
yeah,
And as we build, when things get to that next level, right? Which it is,
yeah.
it's inevitable. Now, all the work that you put in, you have leverage. That's the
Mm,
one thing I take pride in is that yeah, I
mm,
see myself as the international artist. I treat myself as if
mm.
I am a commercial artist because that's what I'm aiming for. Because
Yeah.
I know that the grind that I'm putting in will add up, or we will be, equivalent to that great success. But then we're ready because if we're not ready for what we want, how
Mm.
can we get it?
Real
So
talk. Real talk.
that's just something I want to just add in there because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I believe it's a true man because I
Yeah,
see I see you on great places, brother. Like
yeah.
the app is fire, bro, and
Thank you,
just to
thank you,
be
thank
able
you.
to
Yeah,
word, I want to touch on. I'm like, yo,
yeah.
this dude,
Thank you.
he making it
Yeah,
happen. We work with him.
I took it. Yeah, I took it. I was like, when I did it, it was just, what it is too with music, and you've been doing it. A lot of times, people, especially black artists, they have to keep working and keep working and keep working. They don't think of things as passive. And when I made the app, I'm like, yo, how can we have our own streaming service? So I was working on
Right,
it for like 2 years. So I was like, yo, I could have did it a long time ago, but I wasn't ready to do it yet. And I was like, all right, how can I like incorporate the radio and centralize everything that I do with all the artists? So even like from the pictures, like meeting you, like you're gonna be on the app and things like that. I was like,
Word.
why should we go to Spotify and get raped? But I can have my own station. We still own publishing. We still
Right.
own royalties and things like that. So
Exactly.
that's what that's where it came from. But I appreciate it. Thank you for the
Right.
compliment, bro.
No,
Thank
but
you.
that's why I had to give you your flowers, bro, because
Yeah,
just for
thank
you to
you.
be able to execute on that, you're
Yeah,
welcome. Execute on that. That's and
yeah,
on top of that, you gave me game on just the Apple
yeah,
pan out.
yeah,
And that's why, and
yeah,
that's to go back
yeah.
to what you said, that's why it's important to connect with the
yeah,
DJs. You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
Like word.
I'm always, trust me, bro. I'm always giving game, man. If you want to listen, you want to listen. If not, then that's on you.
Word.
I can't force it no more, man. And one thing I want to talk
Word.
about too is your sound. Back to your sound, like your beat selection. That's what I want to talk about. Your beat selection is also amazing, brother. Like you pick the
Appreciate it.
real jazz, the hip hop, like
Word.
when you picking beats, how do you pick your beats? Like what do you listen for when you picking beats?
When I pick my beats, it's funny because a lot of my beats, me and my producer, we kind of
Yeah.
he a lot of them like eyes wide open. We made that from scratch.
Wow. Okay.
Like I went in the studio. I went in the studio and I was inspired by Skyzoo, by Larry June when I made that joint. So I listened
Yeah.
to a lot of my favorite artists and I'm constantly like perfecting my craft through them. And a lot of my beats I choose them based on just
Mm,
what I'm feeling and just I want to give that authentic music. I want to have that timeless music. And
yeah.
my producer, we've been grinding like it's like a close brother of mine. So he knows me. He knows what my sound. He knows what I like. So a lot of it, I like the jazzy feel. I like the real hip hop feel. Of course, I like to go in a different lane sometimes with like the pop or the Jersey club, but I feel like I'm timeless. So
Mm,
I want to keep my music timeless. I want it to be something that 10, 20 years from now, people will still appreciate it. 50 years from now, they still will appreciate it. So that's when
yeah.
I pick my beats. That's what I think about is just the fact of wanting my music to be timeless and
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
people can appreciate it forever.
Yeah, I respect that. Respect that. Now,
Uh,
how do you feel like your music has evolved from Victory Thon till now?
I, man, it's I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I see what consistency, discipline,
Yeah.
and hard work does. I see
Yeah.
it. I see it
Yeah.
in the results because I just like me. I'm a very humble person because I know who I am, but I can see it, brother. I can see how much I evolved and how much I continue evolving
Yeah.
as the artist, and I'm just grateful because I
Yeah.
listen to everything that people give me. Like, listen, like when you tell me certain things, even when I first met you, and
Yeah.
everything you were saying about just
Hmm.
respecting and treating
Yeah.
somebody business, going hard.
Yeah.
Those things, even from that time I left you, that's all I did was work on my craft, study, work on my craft, read.
Somebody who listened. At least I don't feel
Yo,
crazy. At least I don't feel crazy,
nah,
bro.
you ain't crazy at all. And that's the one thing I do is I listen to a lot of my
Yeah.
favorite artists. It's about
Yeah.
perfecting your craft. So I see
Yeah.
the evolution. I see how
Yeah.
much I continue evolving. I feel like it's just the tip of the iceberg
Yeah. Yeah.
because there's
For
just
sure.
so much that I haven't shared with the world, and I'm
Yeah.
excited about it. But
Yeah.
I'm grateful for the evolution,
Yeah.
man. And I
And
think people see it as
yeah,
well.
yeah, for sure, yeah, no, no, definitely, and that's what I was saying because, like, even like to bring back the app again, things like that, right? A lot of times, a lot of and I seen DJs grow up. Like growing up, I seen all the OG DJs, and like they still begging for like now they older now, and it's like they gotta beg to be on radio, they gotta beg to be on somebody's station, they gotta beg to like, what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I'm not
Right,
gonna be that person that begs no white man to do shit in his business. Like,
right,
I was like, you know what? How can I make it where it's like we still competing? You know what I'm saying? As black people, like as black owners, as black entrepreneurs, how are we still competing? So that's why, like, what I'm saying, I got my office, I got the publishing company, I got the app. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So that's one thing that inspired that. And
Right.
something I want to ask you specifically too. Like in one of your bars, you said on a new project, it was all worth it. You had a bar about your mom passing away. And with that being said, do you feel like your music is very is therapeutic for you?
Very much so, very
Yeah.
much so. I feel like when I was writing, I like Heaven to Hell. I think I spoke about Heaven to Hell in one of my songs with my mom's. Yeah,
Mm,
Heaven to Hell it had to be, but I feel like my music is very much therapeutic because
mm.
I feel like I want to give people the journey and the experience of what the journey is like and how it is to get through it. I don't
Yeah.
want people to just take me as somebody who's just super successful. I want to give them the good, and as well as the ugly because I feel like that's what helps people build character. I feel like All the
Mm.
challenges, failures, the losses I took was me building character. When I was going through that experience with losing my mother,
Yeah,
it was the hardest thing for me, and
I went through it too,
I had to
brothers. My
find that.
condolences, bro.
Well, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Mm.
And you know how it is, man. Like when you go through that experience,
Mm.
it can either make or break you. And
Mm.
I had those moments where I felt discouraged, where I felt, you know,
Mm.
just down, and I felt like I wasn't able to just like get away from that dark cloud. But I had to get faithful. I had to trust God. I had to learn what it feels like to just embrace that pain
Yeah.
so that I can understand what it's like to get out of it, and I can just truly understand
Mm.
that this journey is going to teach you the lessons, and we just have to be willing to learn. The storm always comes.
Mm.
We just have to just make it through the storm, and there's sunshine after. But my music is definitely therapeutic for the people, and I want it to be that for people who are going through that pain, who are going through those experiences
Mm.
where they feel trapped, where they feel like they can't do nothing,
Mm.
and it comes from me just a lot of reading, a lot of me just learning this journey, and
Mm.
I want to get that's what I want to get to people, something
Yeah.
that they could feel, something they could
Respect.
appreciate.
Respect,
Word,
respect. Yeah, yeah. And trust me, I that
word,
that, that it, and it, I tell people I don't wish that shit on nobody. Like, like losing a
word.
parent is the worst feeling ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't go away. You know what I'm saying?
Right, definitely don't.
And with the new project, right? The new Fire project, a lot of big records, a lot of big samples. It was all worth it. How'd you come up with that title?
Man, that title. It's funny. That title, it just came from the heart because everything that I've experienced, I will always tell myself when I was going through these challenges, when I was feeling down, like, yo, it will all be worth it in the end.
Yeah.
And I was just praying those things. And I just always knew that no matter what I'm going through, I'm gonna push through. I'm gonna
Yeah.
stay resilient. So it was
Yeah.
all worth it. Was just the idea of just letting people know, like, yo, everything that we go through, it makes you become the person that you are. Like everything that I'm pretty sure you
Hmm.
went through, any challenges.
Yeah.
Now you got your own app, you got your own radio station. I feel
Yeah.
like the L's that you might have took in the past,
Yeah.
it made it all worth it. Like now
It
that you
is.
have what you have,
Yeah, I
and
can.
you
Like I said,
continue
I
to
can wake up.
elevate.
Listen, I can wake up. I could come here. I got my studio. I got my other studio. I could go there and
Right.
record. So you know what I'm saying. So
Like you your own
yeah.
boss, man,
Yes, sir.
and
Yes, sir.
and then on top of that, you building something that you can that
Yeah.
your future kids or whatever, like they can inherit, or family
Yeah.
members can inherit after you. Like you building a legacy. So,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure when you look back at where you was at, you like, man, it was all
It
worth it.
was all worth it. It was all worth it.
Word. So,
For sure,
word.
man. Yeah, yeah. And now the title track, the single that got my attention, what made me want to even work with you was No Pressure, right? No
Mhm.
Pressure is a big the big sound, the big horns, the big drums on that record. Who produced first of all, who produced that record?
That's my same bro. I've been working the
Oh,
same guy. Like I haven't worked with any other producers because I said,
yeah.
I'm gonna grind with my bro, and we're
Yeah.
gonna get this right. And then if I'm gonna
He
work
did
with
his thing. He did his
producers,
thing. He did his thing,
word.
bro. He did his
I
thing.
want to work with producers that are serious that we could build. But I've
Yeah.
been grinding with my bro for a while, and yeah,
Yeah.
he knows me. He knows me. He knows the sound I'm known for. So when we made that joint, it was
Yeah.
like, oh man, I had to go
Yeah.
crazy on it because
Yeah.
it was so heartfelt because there's no
Yeah.
pressure, even under
Yeah.
pressure. That's
Yeah.
the that's my anthem. That's the
Got you.
anthem, bro.
Yeah, I like that.
Word.
That's a dope record for sure. And
Thank you.
that's in heavy rotation on DJ Chase Radio. So that's one of my favorite records. Like that's a dope record for sure.
Appreciate you.
That's a good song. And I see you don't have too many
Thank
features
you.
on the project, but you got two with Cells. How did you link up with Cells?
Oh, Sales, that's another bro of mine. Like I actually met Sales through my producer group, my bro AR.
Yeah.
So me and Sales became close over the years, and I knew Sales for some time, but
Yeah.
like I said, that's why it always goes back to timing because me and Sales knew each other, and we were steady perfecting our craft. And then at the right time, and we came together and we created two dope tracks.
Yeah.
And that's my man, it's my dude. Like so,
Yeah.
it's a
Dope.
blessing. Like
Yeah.
and one of the things I also think about is just like when I do features, I said to myself I want to do features that are of
Mm.
essence. I
Mm.
don't just want to have people on my project who
Yeah.
just on my project. Because you clearly know one of and I don't know some people may disagree with this, but
Mm.
I feel like one of the greatest artists out there. He shows you that you don't need features to make
Oh,
an album hot. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Jay Z. I know you ain't talking about Jay Z.
Yeah,
I ain't talking about one of them
Jay
Jay.
Z and
Jay Z.
Jay Z and his apprentice,
Yeah.
J Cole.
J Cole. Oh, you a J
Jay
Cole
Z,
fan? Oh, J Cole fan.
yeah. I'm a fan
Ah.
of Jay Z too,
Ah.
but
Ah.
nah.
Ah. Ah. I don't know. He not my cup of tea, but I don't. It is what it is.
I respect
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
J Cole, my dude though. Jay Z,
Yeah.
my dude as well.
Yeah.
I'm a heavy listener of Jay Z as well.
Yeah.
But like I said, they both showed you that
Yeah.
you don't really need features.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite, Kendrick Lamar, showed you
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't
yeah, for
need
sure.
features to make a
Yeah,
hot project.
yeah.
So,
You notice
well,
I'm
let me say
biased.
that.
I'm biased. Hold on, I'm biased though because I hear artists like you, and I think, to be honest, I think artists like you are better than artists like J Cole to me. Because I hear a lot of
Mhm.
independent artists, and there's a lot of independent artists that are way better than the artists that have rich parents. So I'm like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No, I
I rock with the
understand that.
underground artists. Yeah, I rock with the underground artists. Yeah,
Word. Me too. Me too.
yeah, yeah.
Word. So who's your guy? Who's your guy?
Well, me?
Yeah, like
Um,
because
it's
I
only,
know
it's
I
only,
would be
it's
the
only.
opposite.
Nah, it's only one, Benny the Butcher. That's it. You can't tell me nothing wrong about Benny the
Oh,
Butcher. Yeah,
never.
that's all.
And
That's
that's
all I
funny,
listen
right?
to. Yeah,
That's funny. That's another one of my favorite guys. Griselda,
yeah,
I would say I
yeah,
wouldn't even
yeah,
I don't even when I say who my favorite guys, I had to say Griselda because
yeah,
I learned from a lot from Benny the Butcher, Conway, and West Side. So
yeah,
those are my guys as well.
yeah.
I wanna work with them guys as well. But like
If
I
you,
said, I learned
yeah,
from Sky Zoo.
yeah, for sure.
Word.
If you listen to any one of my interviews, I always bring up Benny the Butcher for some strange reason. I did miraculously ends up at Benny the Butcher, but I'm trying to plant the seeds of interview him because I want to interview him one day. So
Nah,
I'm trying to set
we
that
gonna
up. Yeah,
manifest that because I
yeah, yeah,
that's my dude, bro. Like
yeah,
I actually was listening to what Summertime Butch the other day. Like
yeah, yeah,
Benny different, man. And the reason why I respect them is because they showed you
yeah,
that there's no rules,
yeah,
that you
yeah,
can make your own rules, bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's why I rock with them heavy, man. We can talk about them all day because
yeah,
those my guys, bro. Griselda,
yeah,
like, and I try to tell these dudes
yeah.
that be getting so discouraged and they not putting that work in and they not grinding and they thinking that
It's
the
gonna
reason
happen.
why they not get it's gonna
It's
happen
because of
right the
age.
reason why they not
Because of age.
right
Yep. Because of age.
exactly
We ain't
on
got nothing to do with it.
age.
Yep.
They
Nothing to
don't
do
have
with
none
it.
of
Nothing
they
to do with
prove
it.
that to you. They
Nothing to do with
prove
it.
that.
Nothing to do with it,
Like
bro. Yeah.
I rock with them. Yo,
Yeah.
that's
Griselda,
fire, bro.
yeah. For sure, for sure. And
My
one of my
guys,
last
bro.
questions. You know what? I'm tripping. One of my last questions I want to ask you this too. Now, your book. Now,
Yes.
you author. I wanted to touch on that a little bit. I wanted to focus more on music this interview because we gonna probably do another one. We definitely gonna lock in again.
Word, nah, definitely, for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. And with that being said, the book, A Secondary King. What is that book about? And how was it publishing your first book?
It was a great experience publishing my first book. I actually my aunt she helped me do it.
Yeah, yeah,
Want to give a shout out, Miss Plan B, and it was a great experience. You know, I learned a lot from just publishing that book, and that is just basically a book of life through poetry. So
mm,
it's my experiences, or
yeah.
I would say it's everybody experiences, um, and it's through poetry. Like whether it's love, whether it's about the challenges, whether it's about the heartbreaks. It's just a book of life
Mm,
through poetry, and it's a lot of it is through my words.
yeah,
So I speak about a lot of things. You know, it's like listening to my
yeah,
projects in a sense, but just getting it just from poetic side,
yeah.
from a real a truly poetic side. You know,
Gotcha,
so
gotcha. For sure, for sure. And wait, and there's a
it
book
was a
on
great
Amazon.
experience.
The book's on Amazon.
Yes, on Amazon, and I sell
Okay,
them on hand as well.
okay.
I sell them on hand, and
I need an
also on
autographed copy.
Amazon
I'm
as
trying to
well.
get my autographed copy. That's all I'm asking.
I got you, my brother. In the CD, I got you with the CD because
Yeah.
I'm about to drop the deluxe. So
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
gets a little bit more deeper, brother. It
I
gets a
need that
little bit
order.
more
I need that
deeper.
autograph. You know why? Because
I got
in
you.
my studio, I'm building like all like memorabilia and stuff that I get. So
Word,
I need the autograph. And actually, I'm gonna send you a copy of my book too. So you gonna love my
word.
book. So
Send
I'm gonna
that
send,
to me.
we gonna send it back and forth. So I got
Word.
you.
I'm gonna read that joint. Word. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. I'm an avid reader. Are you a reader?
Yeah. Hell, shut. Hold on. I got you. I'm always
Let's see
reading,
if I get
bro.
my.
Yeah. Look, right here. I
Oh
got it
yeah.
sitting right here.
Okay. So let me. So
Yeah.
we on the
I read
same.
all the
I
time.
left my. Oh no, I ain't leave it. I
Yeah.
always bring it. Let me just show
Okay.
you that so you
Let's
know
get
where
it.
we at with it.
Yeah.
You know the vibes.
Oh yeah. Hustle. Hustle. I read that too.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
you
Yep.
know the vibes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We break
Yeah.
we reading.
Yeah. Yeah.
We feeding our
That's
minds.
all
So
I
that's
do is
fire.
read. Yeah. Yeah. I got plenty of.
Nah, me too, brother.
Yeah. I'm
Me
always.
too. I could tell though. I can tell you, you tell if you know some books, yo, recommend me some books, and I'll do the
Yeah.
same as well.
Yeah, actually, my
But
book, I just ordered some author copies of my book. The record, actually, you're gonna like my book because it shows you how to run a record company. So it's like it's the
oh, I
record
need
label
that.
cheap shit. Yeah, you're gonna it talks about publishing and playlisting and how to get on playlists
Yeah,
and things like
let
that.
me
Yeah,
know, brother. I'll
Mhm.
send you. If you send that to me, let me know. I'll
Yeah.
cash out you the bread. Just send me that joint ASAP.
Man, you ain't got to do none of that, man. I'm gonna send you the
Word.
autograph copy. You good, man? And now,
I
one of my
appreciate
last
you.
questions before we get out of here, my guy. What's next for King Fatai? Is he going on tour? Is he doing more music videos? What's next for you?
What's next for me is pure elevation. I got a lot of videos that I plan on doing. I'm about to drop the deluxe in
Yeah,
March for this project, and I got it's what 27 songs.
yeah,
So we working, and the deluxe is a little bit more heavier, a little bit more strong. I got a couple of songs that I'm gonna be shooting out of state. You know,
yeah.
with a lot of artists that's on the project. I plan on going on tour. I plan on doing my own tour eventually.
Yeah,
I was
that's what I'm
about to
talking
ask you
about.
if you
Thank you,
know
thank you. Yeah,
if you know,
we can
so
talk.
maybe
We
we
can
could
talk
link
off there.
up.
I
We
got
could
a couple
talk more
places. I
about
got
it.
places down here for you.
But I have a lot in a lot of things in the works, my brother. I'm just trusting the process and
Yeah,
just getting everything ready to be
summertime. Listen,
executed.
summer 2025, New Year. So
Oh no, we
summertime
going
is
crazy.
summertime are locked in. Yeah, and my very
Word.
last question, my brother King Fatai, and I always ask this to
Yes.
everybody. Everybody I see people stealing my question. But with that being
Yes.
said, my very last question is this, right? Now you've been doing this
Yes.
for a minute. You have a lot of game. You're very positive. You're very polite. With that being said, if what advice would you give to anybody trying to get into the music business today?
The advice I would give anybody that's looking to get in the music business is the first thing is learn the business. Learn the
Mm,
business you want to get into. Learn the business, you know, that you want to get into. Study. Like before, like when I was doing music, I was reading a lot of books about business, about the music business. Also, you got to learn how to be disciplined. I feel like a lot of people don't know discipline. I feel like discipline is the key to success. When I realized that and I started to learn, because discipline covers everything all across the board. It covers finances, it
mm,
covers spirituality, it covers
mm,
mental. You know, so learn to be disciplined and consistency is key.
mm.
You know, those my three. Those my three. I got a whole list of things I can give people, but I'm gonna get them those three. Is learn the
Perfect.
business that you win,
Yeah,
learn how to be disciplined, and stay consistent. Stay consistent with what you're doing and
yeah,
run a course
yeah,
because hard work always beats talent. And if you're not consistent with something enough, you ain't gonna see the results. So
yeah,
those are gems I'm gonna give you, brother. So you're gonna have them right here. So it's learn the business that you're getting
yeah,
into,
yeah,
stay disciplined or learn how to be disciplined, and stay consistent. And
yeah,
consistency is the key to success.
yeah.
So I'm gonna just give you those ones.
There you go. There you have
Word.
it. You know this guy's my guy, King
And
Fatai in a
stay
builder. Yeah,
true.
yeah. Stay true. You know this, man.
Word.
Plug your social media. Where can they find you? Website, social media, everything. Where can people find
Word.
you?
So you can find me on my actual website, welovekingfatai.com. You go on my website, I got merch, I got the more information about my project on Instagram, TikTok, all the platforms, King Fatai AOE. Also, you can catch me on Spotify, King Fatai, King Fatai, Spotify, Apple Music, King Fatai. And you know the vibes. We anywhere we gonna keep turning it up. You already know.
Let's get it. You know this, man. A new single, No Pressure, streaming right here on DJ Chase Radio. That
Yes.
DJ Chase Radio mobile app on iPhone, Android. Download that app right now. It's popping. It's lit. You're gonna see a lot of content, centralized content for 2025. Once again, it's DJ Chase, the pregame party of his podcast. DJChaseRadio.com, DJChase.net. Get that DJ Chase Radio merch. YouTube DJ Chase TV, and we out of here. Yeah.